Hey everyone, welcome to the February manga haul. I apologize if this is a bit late and all of you have been waiting for me to upload. I personally find this haul to contain repeat series that were shown in previous haul videos, as I'm mainly trying to complete series that I want in my collection. Most of the synopsis for the series in this video can be viewed in my previous haul videos, so be sure to check them out. Before we jump right into the haul, I just want to mention that I did make an Instagram account. The username is soon.chu, as you can see on the screen, and I plan on uploading more and being more active on my Instagram, so be sure to follow it and check it out. I'm considering on doing a Q&A video in the future, and if I follow through with that, I'll probably open up a questionnaire onto my Instagram story. So other than that, let's get right into the video. We're going to start this video with where we left it off in the last haul, and that's with Kami-sama Kiss. I decided to purchase the remaining volumes I needed to complete the series, as it was a priority of mine. It looks like a lot of the volumes are much easier to get now compared to when I started to collect them back in January. So if you're interested in collecting this series, I recommend picking up the volumes you need now. I plan on reading majority of the volumes this month and maybe next month, so I'm really looking forward to that. Another series I was able to complete is Maid-sama. This was also featured in my January haul video. Getting the volumes were pretty easy, however, there weren't many sales or deals when it came to purchasing them. I've already read volumes 1 through 4 and plan on reading more this month. Next up, I have the Japanese volumes for Jujutsu Kaisen. I featured these in my mini vlog, but I still want to show them in this video. Jujutsu Kaisen is an amazing series and I really love it so much. I'm caught up with the manga by reading it through the Shonen Jump app. I personally find the series to be unique and a refreshing shonen series. My favorite characters are Nanami Kento and Fushiguro Toji, which makes volume 8 and volume 11 my favorite covers. Most of my friends know me as the girl that likes Evangelion, but it's starting to turn into the girl that likes Evangelion, JJK, and Chainsaw Man. So because of that, they're always messaging me about it. We come up with theories, we talk about the latest chapter, and etc. It's just a series that I've really been enjoying. I also got the official start guide, which celebrated the premiere of the anime when it was released last year. This has some interviews with the voice actors, the character art and designs, some of the scenery shots or storyboards, and so on. While we're on the topic of JJK, I also got the English version for volume 8, and of course, Toji is on it, which means I really love this cover. I also received the Japanese Chainsaw Man volume 10. I think Chainsaw Man is definitely one of my top favorite series. I recommend it for everyone. I really can't wait for the anime because MAPPA is animating it, and I think they're one of my favorite anime studios ever since they animated Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Dorohedoro. This is a series called Now I'm in Love, or Right Now I'm in Love. This is by the same mangaka that made Wolf Girl and Black Prince, which is another series that I personally like. This series is definitely different compared to that series though, where the male lead isn't really a jerk. This is about a high school girl named Satomi who ends up getting pestered by an older gentleman while on the train. However, a nearby boy with such a scary appearance ends up protecting her. She ends up becoming curious in the boy and attempts to learn more about him. The synopsis sounds pretty common and basic, but I found myself to really enjoy the series as it's pretty wholesome and a semi-slow burn type of romance. I'm definitely a sucker for this mangaka's art, which is why I ended up picking up these volumes. I also have volume 3 of Play It Cool Guys. I know the first English volume was published this month, and I hope a lot of people really like it because it's a personal favorite of mine. It's about several boys who seem and act so cool, however, they're all clumsy and react to their clumsiness in different ways. I found myself laughing and getting secondhand embarrassment from the things they've done because I found it to be really relatable. I do plan on purchasing the English versions as well, and I also got the light novel of the series. Another series I was able to complete is Happy Marriage. I read all the volumes and really enjoyed it. I did receive volumes 1 and 3 in my last haul. I'm personally loving the colorful cover art of each volume. While on the subject of marriage, I picked up Everyone's Getting Married. I found it to be a bit similar to Happy Marriage but with major differences. This series is about a successful career woman who has a goal to be a housewife and wants to get married as soon as possible. She comes across a successful newscaster and falls in love with him. However, he's completely against the idea of marriage. I don't know which series I prefer more when being compared to Happy Marriage. I guess I like both of them equally and recommend either one. I do like how the series had the male lead being a newscaster because there aren't that many series I've read where someone is in that sort of career. Next I have Horimiya. This is called the Memorial Book, where it has art from Hiro and Daisuke Hagiwara. I also have the last few volumes I needed to be caught up with collecting the entire series. I do read the scans online, and turns out this month is when they're releasing the very last chapter, which brings an end to this amazing series. I mentioned this in one of my Instagram posts, so feel free to check that out. The remaining volumes I have to share are pre-orders and series I shared in past hauls. We first have Deep Scar Volume 3. This is by an Italian artist, and it's about a young girl named Sofia who's very quiet and shy. She moves away from her home for college and becomes roommates with a girl who is completely different to her. Her roommate has a friend named Lorenzo who meets Sofia and begins to act strangely towards her. This causes Sofia to become curious, and the story begins to unravel as she becomes more associated with her new environment. Next up, we have a new series called Mint Chocolate. I read the scans online and recently learned they were being published in English, so I decided to pick this up. This is about a girl whose mother gets remarried. However, she learns the man her mom is getting married to has a son, which is her classmate who she's always been interested in. I also picked up Given Volume 5. I love this series so much, both the anime and the manga. I believe this volume covers part of the movie that was released last year, and I actually watched it recently and felt really emotional. I'm a big fan of this anime soundtrack and especially Muffy's song. We have Volume 4 of The Witch and the Beast. I'm loving the art for this series. It looks really elegant and deco-like. I can't think or come up with an exact synopsis for this series at the moment, but it does involve magic, witches, and powerful characters, so it's very fantasy-like. I picked up Volume 5 of Something's Wrong with Us. This story is getting really good, and I just love the drama that's happening. I already read this volume, and they left us at a cliffhanger to the point where I need to read Volume 6. Last but not least, we have Blue Flag Volume 6. This is an amazing series and lots of people have been talking about it. I was skeptical at first prior to reading it, but I found myself to binge read all the volumes I had in one night. I'm really looking forward into reading this volume. And that was pretty much my February haul. I personally found it to be pretty short, and I hope I shared everything that I got for this month because I didn't really jot down the series I was receiving, so if I forgot to mention or show anything, it will be in the March haul. Let me know down below in the comments if you're interested in me doing a Q&A. I thought about doing one when I reached 1,000 subs, but I'm not sure if anyone would really want to see it. If I do make a Q&A video, I'll most likely open up a questionnaire on my Instagram stories as I've mentioned in the very beginning of this video. As always, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to support me and my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe out there, and until next time, take care of yourself. See you in the next video.